Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a rare Sephora haul video slash try on. I went to Sephora, picked up just random things. Some are new, some are things that I've wanted to try, and some I'm not sure if they're new, but they're here. I rarely do just the Sephora haul. I usually pick a product that I want to review and test out and do a video on that, but not just like a lot of random products. I also had quite a few different PR products, like Seattle London sent me their eyeshadow palette, their new bronzers. Fenty sent me their summer collection, but I just felt like that would be too long, and I decided to split the video, do a PR video and then the Sephora haul. So let's get started. Also, if you're new here, my name is Tanya. I'd love for you to subscribe down below. Make sure the notification bell is on. Also, follow me on Instagram. I am feeling like a change, not necessarily change like on YouTube, but I want to do more lifestyle reels or lifestyle Instagram, maybe more like food, clothing, what I do in a day. I just feel like I'm a little bit burnt out on just makeup content. I will always do makeup content, but I want to dip my toes in maybe some lifestyle content. I do so many other things. I work out pretty hard. I enjoy cooking. I'm a mom of 4. So anyway, I want to explore that option, but make sure you follow me on Instagram for that. I haven't done that much yet, but I'm planning to. Okay, so we actually have multiple trips to Sephora. This is not the only receipt. I am super excited because I got the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is the reformulated one. I have not tried the old one, so I can't give you a comparison, but I wanted to try the old one for quite some time, and I've seen just a couple reviews mentioning that they're quite similar, like they don't see a huge difference in the formula except the color range. So I picked this one up in the shade 2.5N. I also bought this Caliray setting spray, clean, hydrating, and long wear. I guess we'll use this after. I was wondering if it's something that I could put before for hydration, but I think I'm just gonna use it after. This is how the packaging is, very reminiscent of MAC Face and Body. I feel like this is a little bit slimmer, and you just squeeze the product out. Kind of basic, but I love this kind of packaging. I don't know, it reminds me of the days when I used to do many more makeup jobs and MAC Face and Body was just my go-to. Now I kind of pulled it back because of the kids, but I do really enjoy this kind of packaging. So let's see the claims for this. This is $43. It's a hydrating foundation that delivers buildable coverage for the face and body, resists heat and humidity, and leaves a luminous makeup look. Medium coverage, natural finish. I think the key for this, or the claims that I've heard most, is that it's waterproof, very long lasting, and I need something like this in the summertime. It's just getting hotter and more humid here, so I'm excited. The color, like I mentioned, is 2.5N, and I think it's gonna be a good shade. It's not super watery, like the MAC Face and Body would be running down. This seems to have a little bit of thickness to it. I think the color will be fine. It kind of looks like it may be a little dark, but my hands, see how much darker they are, and my chest is darker. So we may make this work. We've been going to the pool a little bit, so I've been getting a little bit of a tan. No more spray tans in the summertime because I don't need them. So the way I think I'm gonna apply this is just with my hands. That's the way I apply the MAC Face and Body, and it works always so well. I do think I'm gonna do half a face first just to see. And I didn't put any primer underneath. I wanna see how this stays on, and then I'll decide if I wanna put a primer here. Ooh. That blends in nice. Just to see if I need a primer over my pores or not. I hope not, because this Seems like a good foundation to just like kind of slap on. Ooh, that's really beautiful. It has more coverage than I expected. I kind of applied a little bit too much product. I'll just spread it around. Yeah, it has better coverage than I expected. The MAC Face and Body had a light buildable coverage. So that product, I could get a really light coverage, or I could get a light medium, a medium, even medium to, maybe not, I'm exaggerating, medium to full, but like a really good medium. I was always able to build that foundation, but it was very light in the beginning. And this one gives better coverage initially. Also, it's about to storm. That's just wonderful. So that looks amazing. It looks very much like my skin. There is a luminosity to it. And I'm just curious how this will last, since it does have more of a luminous finish. But ooh, I love that. That looks beautiful so far. Should I try with a foundation brush? I think I should. I think the color is just a little bit darker, which is fine, because I did feel like a lot of my skin tints were on the lighter side. So having one that's maybe a little deeper than I am right now, but it will work for summertime. I really like both applications. It looks really good around the pore area, around my nose. It looks wonderful. I'm loving this. Why didn't I try this sooner? It looks really, really beautiful. Again, the shade is just a little bit deeper, but I don't mind that. I'd rather have it a little deeper than a little lighter. Really beautiful finish. I'm liking it. For concealers, I picked up the new Nars Undereye Brightener. I already reviewed these. I did a full day wear test on them, but I wanted to use them in this video because it's, I don't know, Sephora haul. The way I want to use them right now is combining them with my Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. This used to be one of my go-to, and I feel like I've stopped using it for some reason. I've just had so many other concealers. So I kind of am curious to see how these will combine. I have here the Impossible Dream from Nars, which is more of a peachy undertone for me, and then Golden Eye. And then the Golden Eye is more yellow. And I'm just gonna use them both. Why not? I'm gonna take the Impossible Dream and just add very little right here to cancel a little bit of that darkness. Like I mentioned, I have done a full day wear test, combining them, trying these in different ways. So I'm still playing with them, figuring out how I like to use them. But my favorite way so far is either softly by themselves, just pat a little bit, or combine them with a concealer. Even that by itself looks really pretty. Okay, now let's take the Luminous Silk. This is in 4.5, and I really love the consistency of this concealer. I like that it's just lighter, gives you light to medium coverage. Honestly, I feel like it's more of a medium. I think they advertise it as light to medium, but it does a good job. Now, obviously, this is a little light for this foundation, or a lot light. That's okay. I felt like the foundation was already a little dark, so maybe this will brighten it up. I do need another shade of the Armani for summertime, because the 4.5 seems a little bit light. And the way I like to use this is by itself. It just is so beautiful, like no makeup and just a little bit of this concealer. It's stunning. I'm taking the foundation brush over so the color will just blend in. Also, I get so many questions when I style my hair like this. What do I do? I use a waver. It's like has 3 little waves. And I have two sizes, the 1.5 inch, I think, or 1.14, can't remember sure, or the 1 inch. And this is the 1 inch today. I will do a reel on that, but every time I try to do it, like I either had to really hurry up and do my hair, or it was too dark outside, or anyway, something happened. But I am planning to do a reel. And now I'm taking the golden eye and just brighten it up, maybe this area right here. Just see how that goes. It's thundering outside so loudly. Ooh, actually that looks really pretty. Just brightening certain areas. All right, so that's how this combination is right now. I think it's kind of pretty. I actually really liked the golden eye brightening this area a little bit. I feel like it even smoothed out over the pores. I will powder, but not just yet, because I picked up this from Gwen Stefani's brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it, because honestly, I have not seen any reviews on the actual brand, but this was intriguing. This is the Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. This is in the color Toastin. Ooh, the packaging is very beautiful. Oh, it's really cute. And this is it inside. It looks tiny. But you do get two different formulas, the cream and the powder, and I don't think this was extremely expensive. This is $28 and it's talc free. It is a cream contour and powder duo designed to sculpt and define the face while adding warmth for a natural lifted effect. So I'm gonna swatch this. I've never tried anything from this brand. Ooh, it's a very balmy. Almost. It reminds me of the Danessa Myricks balm, like the bronzing contour balm. Ooh, yes. And a little bit of the Tom Ford. And honestly, the way it rubs, a little bit of the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. This is more balmy, like a typical balm. And it has a little bit more pigment, but just a little bit, like there's a similarity between those two. And let's see the powder. The powder is fine. It doesn't seem too soft or anything special. The cream contour seems a little bit nicer. I do like the color of the bronzer. It has a little bit of warmth in it, which is nice. And this will be nice as a contour. Let's try it. For contour, I am picking up my Sonia G Classic Base and picked some up, and let's contour. Okay. Okay, it's not as slippery as like the Makeup by Mario one. Skin Enhancer is... It's a little, it stays in place a little bit better. Ooh, but that is beautiful. Probably added a bit much, but that's okay. That actually blends in really, really nicely. I like that. I like the color too. It's not too cool tone. They have quite a few options for you to pick from. Ooh, I feel like that bronzed me up quite a bit, right? I'm gonna take the foundation brush to blend this in. Yeah, I feel like that did a really good job. It's not too cool tone. I almost feel like this definitely bronzed me up, but I'm liking the way this blend in. It's very easy. I'm gonna apply a little less here just to see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, this is my first time trying anything from this brand, and I have to Google how you say this brand. I really do say so many things wrong on this channel. It's a little embarrassing, but it's what you get. Let's do the nose a little bit. It's not too balmy. I was scared a little bit that it would be maybe a little slippery, but it actually is really, really nice. It's a good combination between balminess, emollients, and for it to, you know, stay on the skin. I like this side, it's softer, where I didn't put as much color. Here I added a little bit too much from the beginning. This, look how soft it is. Okay, let's try the powder. It did seem quite pigmented, so I'm gonna be careful. Also, I feel like the powder is just gonna get in there. So I'm just gonna be careful and pick up, oh, this is my Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer, best bronzer brush I've ever had. And I'm just gonna apply softly. Definitely has that warmth in there. That's pretty. This is going more as a bronzer, so I'm not necessarily taking it right where the contour is. It's like a little bit higher. It's very soft. It didn't apply too much, but I am careful and I'm kind of taking a little bit off and then going in here. Pretty warm. Like I feel like it's kind of warm. So I definitely feel quite bronzed right now, more than usual. But I love this. I love the compact, that it's small and you get a powder and a cream contour. I felt like the contour did such a good job. The bronzer is a little warm. Like you can see, I'm quite bronzed, but I'm not mad at it. For summertime, it's good. Now, there is a lighter shade than this one. That one, probably in winter time, I'd have to use that color because, you know, this is quite intense. The pigment is there. It's a very blendable. The cream is definitely my favorite, but the powder did a really good job bronzing me up. But again, the color is more intense than I expected. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. But yeah, it looks really, really pretty. This is a great first introduction of this brand, and it's more affordable at Sephora. Like it's not breaking your bank. Kind of reminds you of the Rare Beauty, maybe just a little bit more expensive, but I'm impressed with this so far. Blushes. I have a few options for blushes. I picked up the new Dior Rosy Glow in the shade Cherry, and I've also picked up the Gucci in the shade Intense Plum. Now, both of these colors were the ones that were at the bottom. Like I was not planning to pick these up, but once I was in the store and swatching them, I fell in love. So the color Cherry is part of this Dior Backstage line. I do have their pink one somewhere. Oh, right here. This is the old formula and this is the new formula. Is the packaging the same? It's almost the same. The Dior sign on the new one is a little different, but I really enjoyed this blush. It's been very well used. This is again the old formula and it's very popular. I was very interested in the rosewood and there was more of a brownie one, but when I swatched them, this cherry color just pulled me in. So beautiful. I just thought that it looked just amazing. So I picked this one up and I will try it on one side. And then when I went to swatch the Gucci ones, I had already picked up the rosy one and the red one. And then I swatched them. And then when I looked at this one, the plum one, again, this is 09 Intense Plum. The color is so unique, so different. And when I put it next to me, I felt like it really would work with my skin tone, mostly now in the summertime. It's not a rose, it's not a plum, it's just such a good mixture. So yeah, these are the two colors that I picked up, very outside of my comfort zone, but I'm very excited. Let's start with the cherry because I'm so curious. Picks up quite a bit. These don't swatch well, but I will swatch them for you. Well, it swatches better than the other ones. So that is the Dior in the color Cherry. And then this is Intense Plum. Wow, it's so soft. From Gucci. These look so fun. Definitely it'll be fun to wear them at the same time. I am taking this BK Beauty 104, taking some off and putting the cherry color here. So beautiful. Wow. I also swatched the Rosewood and it seemed quite patchy, and the actual tester was very hard pan. So, you know, I don't really care about swatches, but I did want to blend it in and see how it looked, and that one didn't swatch that well. This one swatched so much better. What a beautiful color, guys. Oh, wow. Absolutely stunning. Such a unique, different color, but it's still wearable. And this formula from Dior, it is reformulated, but it's, even though it's a matte formula, it has just a softness to the skin, a soft luminosity to it. And I really, really like it. I think these are supposed to work with your pH, so it may develop a little bit different on you than on me, but this one works. Absolutely stunning. So beautiful. Okay, let's try the Gucci one, the Intense Plum. It just picks up so much. I'm definitely taking some off and trying on this side. So pigmented. This is definitely more rosy rather than like that reddish warm. Okay, that is also such a beautiful color. It reminds me a little bit of a soft sunburn, but it's not that browny. It's that rosy soft sunburn. Like you're not quite burned, but like you're just kind of getting a little bit of color. It's so beautiful. Again, the cherry is a little bit brighter, slightly more neon-y, and this is more rosy, but still has that, I wouldn't even say plum. I know they're saying this is an intense plum, right? But I don't see the plumminess necessarily in it. Okay, so if I look side by side, the Gucci seems more blurring. Like this side, at least in person, it looks more blurring than the Dior one. The Dior has more luminosity to it than this one, but this is more blurring. And it still has a softness, luminosity to it, but it's not quite as much as here. And again, it's just more blurring. That's why the Gucci blushes are just so beautiful. Yeah, there's something special in this formula. They're both fabulous, but the formula, I have to say the Gucci's better. The color of the cherry is absolutely stunning. Unique, fun. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm very glad I didn't choose the basic nude colors that I probably would choose, because I'm loving these colors. I'm gonna mix and match just a little bit so I look a little bit better. It's really storming out here. Hopefully the lights won't go off. I'm just taking a little bit of my Chanel powder. I've been absolutely loving this powder so much. It does such a good job at blurring, but also setting. It's not too heavy. Beautiful, beautiful powder. The rest of the products are the products from Rose Inc. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put mascara on, my brows on, and then I'm going to come back and do the lips with you guys. Actually, no. The house shook a little bit. I forgot about my Caliray setting spray, and I do like to do this before I do my mascara because it just doesn't run everywhere then. This is the Surfproof Setting Spray, Clean, Hydrating, and Long Wear. This is $35, and it actually has a great reviews. The cap is a little bit blue and just like a basic bottle. I will have to say the bottle feels cheap. And just in general, the Caliray packaging, like their tinted serum or moisturizer, that one feels cheap as well. I have their diffusing tint here, and just, I don't know, it's just not my style of the packaging. It feels a little cheap or a little bit younger generation. I will say I love this tint so much. So this one also has amazing reviews. So we'll see. It says shake well, Mist 4 to 5 pumps, 6 to 8 inches from your face. Use over makeup for a lasting finish. You reuse throughout the day for a refresh, and you can have refills. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna try it here first. Ooh, the mist is really nice. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, one of the better mists. I'll take back my thoughts on the packaging. Oh, I just want to keep putting it on. Wow, I'm shocked at the mist. Let's see if it did anything, but I mean, I don't see a dot on my face because the mist is so good. Every setting spray needs to have this mist. Yes. Okay, this is very exciting now. I don't even care that the packaging is not super luxurious because that mist, I truly don't think I've ever had one that's better. Okay, I'm going to put my brows on, mascara, and we'll do the lips together. The mascara I've used is the YSL brown one in number 2, the Lash Clash. I love this one for more of a, I guess, natural look. It still gives nice volume, it's just not quite as harsh. Moving on to lips, I have discovered these new ones from Rose Inc. These are the Lip Cream Weightless Matte Color. I bought one color, loved it so much that I went and got 4 colors, all the nude ones, because I'm so boring. There is a beautiful orange red, but I own quite a few of those, so I wanted to show you also the comparison between the nude colors and see how they look, and the formula is just so amazing that I can see myself using up these nude colors. So these are the lip creams right here. They're extremely long lasting. They are, I would say, transfer proof overall. They may have in the beginning the slightest bit of transfer until they dry down, but they're very long lasting. They are so beautiful, and they give you that powdery matte finish, which is my favorite in lip products. I have just a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner, and I mean very little, just because they look like concealer lips. So let's start with the lightest, which is no, it's not. It's Count the Waves. That one is the nudest. Actually, let me swatch them first. These are $28, and I'm gonna swatch them all so that way you can see the colors side by side. Here are the swatches. We're gonna start from here. First, we have Count the Waves, Ever Loved, Kiss the Part, and last one is 2 War 1. So these are more of the newer shades. There was one, I think it's called A Glimpse. No, Dreamed You. I love that one. That was a warm rose, but I just bought this one from Clé de Peau, and I'm going to swatch it just so you can see. And that color is almost identical to this one. It's that one right there. It's just more rosy, and it looks so similar on the lips. After I swatched the Rose Inc one in store, I came home, wiped the bottom of my lip, and had the Rose Inc on top and this color on the bottom, and they were pretty much exactly the same. So this would be like the color if you're interested in that. It's a beautiful one. I would have picked it if I did not have the Clé de Peau one. Oh, and the Clé de Peau is in Flame Lily. Okay, let's start with the lightest one. This is Count the Waves, and this is my most used one so far. I've used it almost daily. I love this formula. So my lips are quite dry right now, and it still goes on so easy and soft, and it's definitely matte, so you're not gonna get this intense hydration, but it's just so easy to apply, so soft. Oh, and I feel like it just makes my lips look so much bigger. So this is Count the Waves, and the way I've been using this is with a deeper lip liner. and this one pretty much in the center, and I just blot it out. It's such a beautiful nude. I love it. I'm gonna take the cool brown from Anastasia and just show you how I would wear it. I just feather this liner in. I feel like that is such a good nudish color that still has some color. Ooh, I love this. And then you can add just a little bit more on top just to emphasize that center and pat it out. I love the finish of these because they're opaque, but they're not that super liquidy opaque. It's almost a little bit more whipped, and it's a cream and just a very powdery. I love this effect. Next one is Ever Loved, and this is my latest pick. I've picked the other ones first. This is definitely more peachy. This is definitely a little bit more summery, a little brighter, but still wearable. You can pair this with a lip liner. I just love the effect that these have. More of that powdery, blotted effect. Kiss and Part. This is, I would say, the most basic one for me, and the first one I bought. It's like my lips but better. This is Kiss and Part, and I can wear this one by itself, but most of the time I do combine it with a lip liner. And I'll show you that in the beginning, there's just a little bit of transfer, but once this dries down, I don't have transfer. I'm trying to find a clean space to do it. There's no more transfer. It just needs to dry down. Okay, and last one. Last one is 2 Were 1, which has more of a brown undertone. And then this is 2 Were 1, and I'm really liking this one. Definitely, I enjoy my lip liners. I feel like lip liners make the biggest difference, but I wanted to try them on without a lip liner for you so you see the actual color. I'll take the lip liner though and just adjust a little bit the edges. So I added just a little bit of the Anastasia Cool Brown lip liner and just added a little bit more on top of the 2 Were 1. So we have definitely more of a deeper, more browner look. I just love this formula. It is a little different. It's not extremely opaque from initial application. It's just easier to work with, a little bit more blotted effect. Like I like to take my finger and just put a little bit in the center of the product and spread it around. I also like to intensify it kind of like here, and I like to mix and match. I've just been loving the lighter colors so much. The Count Me In or Count the Ways has definitely been my most used, because even with this one I could add a little bit in the center and just everything, I don't know, it gives such a beautiful look. On Instagram I've also worn this color multiple times with different lip liners, and I always got questions of what is on my lips. So I like the formula. It's quite long lasting. It's not that drying, like it sucks the life out of you, but they're not moisturizing. So think of that. I'm curious about the Charlotte Tilbury Blur. It seems like it's very similar to this formula, but we'll see. So far, I'm loving this. I want more colors, but I probably won't pick up more colors because I have more than enough. And that is everything for today. So far, I am loving everything. I don't think I have a dud. Even the more bronzy look that I got with this one, I think it's really beautiful. The foundation looks really nice. It definitely is just a little bit darker than I am, but I think it's manageable. I think most of the summer I will be this shade, and you know, my hands match good enough. The blushes are incredible. What beautiful colors. Obviously I've combined them right now, but I have no highlighter on right now, and so these I'm going to use these all summer long. They're so beautiful, kind of unique unique colors, amazing formula. Definitely Gucci is better than Dior, but the Dior color is definitely unique. A huge surprise is this Caliray. I feel like my makeup looks really good. It feels nice, hydrated without being wet. In the mist, that mist is everything. So amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like this video so YouTube pushes these longer content videos out. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And that is all for today. I would love to hear your thoughts on some of the products that I've used or recommendations. I'm always up for recommendations. I get influenced by you guys probably worse than you get influenced by me. So that is all for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.